80 RPM compensator started motor. The center length distance between it's 43 to 49 inches. Determine the details of multiple VBelt drive for this installation. Okay, so let's say this is now the system. So this one is a 125 horsepower. 780 RPM, okay, which speed at 105 horsepower, 120 RPM. Okay, so okay, so let's now start this one. So in our discussion regarding VBelt, before we can start with the actual design or using the equations that we have determined from the design for the VBelt, we need to first determine the section of the belt. Okay, so first and foremost, the condition is that first determine the section of the belt. Hanapin niyo muna yung section of belt, because if you do not know the section of the belt, therefore everything else will not follow, because all equation will be dependent upon the section of the belt that will be determined kung anong gase. Unlike in a flat belt, hindi natin wala tayong kinoconsider doon, pero dito kailangan alam muna natin yung section ng belt natin. Okay? But how do you determine that one? Alright. So determine first section of belt, first determine your design horsepower. So we increase the horsepower that we have. And from our equation, it will be equivalent now to the transmitted horsepower multiplied by the service factor. Okay? Now, ano ngayon yung transmitted horsepower natin? Note that in the problem, okay, sabi niya, the motor or the will be compensated started driving at 125 horsepower, 1180 RPM. Paglipat niya dun sa kabila, nung tinasmit niya yung 125 horsepower, it becomes 105 horsepower. Ibig sabihin, may losses tayo sa system natin. Okay? So, pag ganyan ang binigay, usually, ito yung tinatawag natin na transmitted horsepower. Ibig sabihin, tinasmit niya rito. Okay? Now, if in case this will not be given in the problem or in the design, whatever horsepower that you have here on the motor drive, yun na rin magiging transmitted natin. Ibig sabihin, 100% efficiency lang siya. Okay? So, pag hindi binigay itong output, ang gagamitin nyo rito, yung input horsepower. Pero, kung binigay ito, yun ang gagamitin ngayon natin dito yan. Okay? So, alam na natin to. Now, what about your service factor? Okay. So, the service factor, what you need is the type of driving machine. Okay? The type of driving machine and also the type of driven machine. Okay? So, such that if you know these two conditions, you go now to table 17.7 of your textbook to determine the value of the service factor. Okay? So, you go to table 17.7, your textbook determine that. Ano gagawin natin? So, doon sa table na yun, hanapin yung type ng driving machine. Ang driving machine natin is what? A compensator started motor. Okay? Then, ano yung pinapatakbo niya? Pinapatakbo niya rito ay yung centrifugal pump natin. So, eto, centrifugal pump. Okay? Ang pinapatakbo niya is centrifugal pump, and the type of driving machine is a compensator started. Okay? So, hanapin lang natin yan. So, from table 17.7, we can determine the value for your service factor. So, it ranges from 1.1 to about 1.6. Okay? So, pili na lang tayo dyan. Alright. So, palagay natin doon sa libro natin. Okay? Table 17.7. So, bali, ito yung type ng driving machine natin. This will be type of driven machine. Okay? So, meron tayong ano riyan. Meron tayong pump na nakalagay. Okay, whatever. Kung hanapin lang natin yung pump, kasi wala centrifugal, sabihin natin pump na lang siya. Kahit na reciprocating yan, okay lang. Okay, pump rotating. Okay, so usually ang centrifugal pump rotating siya. So ano nga yung drive ng driving machine? So sinabi niya compensator started. So actually wala naman siyang binigay niya kung hindi. Gamitin na lang natin yung nasa 1.2. Pwede ng 1.2 or 1.4. Depende na. Okay, gamitin lang natin yung 1.2 na lang. Hindi naman yung specify kung anong klaseng compensation started dyan. Right? So from this table, from table 17.1, you'll be having down that SF is equivalent now to 1.2. But another condition exists. Sabi niya, okay, ang service niya, meaning yung service ng drive natin is 24 hours. So the number of hours of service also adds a condition to the service factor. Again, if you go to table 17.7, doon sa heading may nakalagay, add 0.2 to the values given, meaning this one, you add 0.2 for each of the following condition. Continuous, over 16 hours per day, okay, service, wet environment, idle drive, speed of drive. Then subtract 0.2 if the operation is quite intermittent or seasonal. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, since the type of drive is 24 hours, you add 0.2 to that. Okay, so mag-add tayo ng 0.2 or equivalent to 1.4. Okay, you subtract 0.2 if the drive is intermittent. So nakalagay dyan. Okay, so saan natin malaman yan? Taken from the problem. So you have to go back to the problem. Okay, and take a look on the different conditions given. Okay, ano ba? Kailangan ba natin mag-add ng 0.2 o kailangan natin mag-subtract ng 0.2? Yeah. Okay, now, so if I now know this value, therefore, your design HP can now be determined. Okay, alam natin ang speed horsepower, 105 multiplied by 1.4. Ano yung natin yan? So you give me the value for that in the calculator. Okay? Thank you. 147 horsepower. Okay, now, so 147. So, ibig sabihin, yan yung gagamitin natin na design parameters horsepower because we have to increase the capacity of the motor. Why do we have to increase that? Because certain condition might exist na pwedeng lumiit o humaba yung center line distance, pwedeng lumiit o lumaki yung pulley natin. Depende yan. Okay, now, so in this really by design HP, at alam din natin yung RPM of small shift. Okay? So, ang RPM ng small shift natin is equivalent na to 1180 RPM. Bakit I mean small shift? Because the base of the design will always be taken on the smaller or shift pulley. Okay? Or the smaller shift pulley that we have. Unlike in a flat belt, dinidetermine pa natin kung saan natin i-base ang design. But in a VBelt, okay, ang pinaka-base design natin palagi will always be on the driving or small shift that we have. Now, so knowing these two value, okay, go now to figure 17.14 to determine now the section of belt. So dun sa figure 17.14, malalaman natin yung section of belt, di ba? So bali, ito yung graph natin 17.14. Ito yung 147, ito yung 11180, intersect that, you'll be getting now the value for the section of the belt. Ano lalabas? 147 is 1180 RPM. Section na lang. Ano na? Section? Section paano ata? Nakikita naman. Ano section? D? E. Meron kayo ito, di ba? Meron kayo ito. Nakikita naman niya eh. So, saan siya nag-ano? Saan siya tumama? Saan siya nag-intersect? Talagay dyan. Ito sa intersection. Kaya na lang, 147, 1180.
Ay, sa ano? D. Sa D, sir.
Okay, section D. Okay? So, section D siya. Alright? So, for this two values, the section will be D. So, everything will be taken from the D section. Now, so using also that same graph, we can determine the width and thickness of the belt. Okay, so yung first number corresponds to the width of the belt. The second number corresponds to the thickness of the belt. So each section, take note, you'll be having a different values for the width and thickness. Kung section D tayo, ano yung width niya?
1 and 1/4.
1 and 1/4 inches, then
1/4 each.
1/4 inches. Ibig sabihin, parang ganito siya. Ito ay 1/4. Okay, yung width ngayon natin ay 1 and 1/4 inches. Yan ang section of belt natin. Okay? So, it's not the section of the belt. Alright, now, so the next thing that we need to determine, basically, is the horsepower per strand. Kasi sinasabi niya, determine the details of multiple VBelt drive for installation. Okay, so hanapin natin yung rated horsepower. Equivalent now to this value, okay? So 10 to the 3 all over V sub M, 0.09 minus yung C natin, KD, times D minus E, VM, squared all over 10 to the 6, okay? Multiplied by VM all over 10 to the 3. Okay, now, so if you are using section D, so from table, okay? So from table 17.3 again, okay? From table 17.3, we need to determine first the value of ACNE. What is ACNE? ACNE now represents the belt constant for each section of the belt. Okay, so sa section D tayo, so D section. Okay, ano A natin?
18.7.
18.7,
88.
88, 7,
788 siya.
788. The other one, yung C natin.
137.
And then E,
0.0848.
to
Hindi.
0.0848.
0.0848. Okay? So, yan ngayon ang sa D section, ha? So, hindi pare-pareho ng value yan for each section. Now, so ano pa alam natin? Alam ko na yung CNA. Let's now determine the belt speed. So, the belt speed will be given in terms of BM equivalent now to 5dN all over 12. Now, so what do we need now? This diameter represents now the diameter of the smaller shape. And the RPM is the RPM smaller shape. Alam na natin yung RPM smaller shape natin. But, we do not know the diameter. Hindi natin alam ang D1 natin. Okay? At saka, hindi natin alam yung D2. So, bali ito ay D1. Okay, and N1. Okay? Alam natin yan. Alright. How do you determine D1? Ang N1, alam ko na. Equivalent na to 1180 RPM. Okay? Now, what about D1? So, that's not given in the problem. But, in your textbook, there is a given diameter, okay, for the smaller shape. Alright. Kung babalikan natin yung table 17.3, if we go to table, again, 17.3, okay? For each section of the belt, there is a corresponding minimum sheave diameter. Okay? So you go to table 17.3. Doon sa table 17.3, meron, okay, given a standard sheave sizes for each section of the belt. Which is what?
13 inches.
Okay, 13 inches. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Ibig sabihin, pwede natin gamitin yan as our initial diameter. Now, when the problem or when the textbook says minimum, ibig sabihin, kung ito yung minimum sheave diameter ng D section, pwede kang tumaas dito. Kaya mo gamitin 13, pwede mo gamitin 15 or higher, but you cannot go below this one. Okay? So, do not go below that. You can go higher. Okay, 13 and up, but not below, less than 13. Okay, because there will be, if you use a value that will be lesser than 13, there will be an implication, okay, on the succeeding solution. Implication yan. Kaya pag binigay ang minimum, you use that one. Right now, so kung alam ko na itong 13, let's now determine the other one. Kailangan din natin yun. So we all know that the fixed line velocity for the small shape is given to the fixed line velocity for the large shape, or pi d sub 1 and 1 all over 12, and pi d2 and 2 all over 12. So d sub 1 and 1, relationship lang, d2 and 2. Kaya d2 is equivalent to d1 and 1 all over n sub 2. Ang d1 natin ay 13 multiplied by 1180 all over 340. So what will be your D sub 2? 45.12 inches. Okay, now, so take note that 45.12 inches was the computed value. But we can standardize that. So instead of using that value, i-standardize natin. Meaning, kung ano yung commercial sizes na nasa available, yun ang gamitin natin. Okay, saan natin makakuha yan? Go back again to table 17.3. Okay? So on table 17.3, you have now the sum stack ship diameter. So for each section of the belt, meron siyang corresponding. Okay? So ang gagawin nyo, yung 45.12, hanapin nyo rin dun sa this section. Kung wala siyang 45.8, yung pinakamalapit na value. Pwedeng lower or higher. Okay, basta malapit. Okay, wag lang masyado malayo. Okay, so kung titignan natin dyan, anong dapat? Or, use 48 inches. This is taken from table 17.3. Okay? Instead of using 45.12, let's now use 48 inches. Pwede ba natin gamitin yung 40? Pwede rin. Kaya lang masyadong malayo na siya. Masyadong maliit na. Okay? Huwag nyo nang gamitin yung 40. Yung pinakamalapit lang. The value that's very near this one. Okay? Kung walang ka-equal, the value that's very near this one. Okay? So that is now in terms of this section, table 17.3. Kaya it's better always that to determine first the section of the belt. Kasi ginagamit natin yan. Nag-refer tayo palagi dun sa section niya. Okay now. So everything is known as now compute for V sub m. So V sub m equivalent now to 5 multiplied by 13, 1180 all over 12. So what will be your V sub m? 4,016 foot per minute. Alright. So alam ko na yung AC and E. Alam ko na rin yung V sub m. Hanapin natin yung D natin dyan. Is your D1, equivalent now to 13 inches. Hanapin natin yung KD. Alright. So KD can now be determined on table 17.4. Okay, table 17.4. Paano? First, get the ratio between D2 all over D1. The larger shape or the smaller shape. So this is now equivalent now to 48 all over 13.
3.69.
Okay, 3.69. Now, 3.69, take note, is not the value for KD. Now, this is simply your basis of determining the value for KD on table 17.4. Kaya kung sa table 17.4, at ito yung ratio natin, going to that table, you'll be getting now the value for KD.
1.14.
Yan, 1.14. Okay? 1.14, ha? So, huwag gagamitin to para doon. Punta ka sa table na to, itong gamitin mong basis, malalaman mo yung corresponding value ng K sub D natin. Okay, now. So, kung kumpleto na lahat, let's now compute for the rated horsepower. Equivalent na to what? Ang A natin ay 18.788. Okay, this is 10 to the 3 all over 4016 raised to 0.09 minus yung C natin 137.7 all over KD 1.14 times 13 minus E ang E natin ay 0.088 okay times the quantity BM 4016 squared all over 10 to the 6 okay 4016 all over 10 to the 3. Okay, so we have that. Alright, so what will be the rated horsepower? Ingat lang sa ano ha, pag-compute niyan. Kasi baka may magkamali na, na data. So, medyo mahaba siya. Okay, so what will be your rated horsepower? Okay, now, ano sabihin yan? So, 20.98 is the more or less the amount of horsepower that will be delivered by one belt. Okay, more or less, ha? Alright, now, so, but take note that hindi pa rin itong gamit. Kasi, kung gusto ko yung malaman yung number of strand or number of belt, Okay, all I need to do now is your design horsepower divided by the corrected. Okay? Corrected rated horsepower. Ano ngayon yung design HP? Alam mo na. Ano ngayon yung corrected? So, the corrected rated horsepower is equivalent now to the rated HP as we have determined multiplied by K theta multiplied by K sub L. Okay? Now, so isa-isa natin to. Alam ko na rated HP. Ano nga yung K theta? Ano yung K L natin? So, K theta can now be determined on table 17.5, your textbook. Okay? So, table 17.5. Ano kailangan natin yan? Get the ratio between the difference in diameter with respect to the center line distance. So, ang center line distance natin, according to the problem, is between 43 to 49 inches. So, ang gawin natin dito, let's take the average. The average. 43 plus 49 over 2.
46.
46. 46. Okay, 46. So, gamitin natin, ha? Approximate yan. Alright. So, dito is 48 minus 13 all over 46. Which is what?
0.76.
Okay, 0.76. Okay. So, you go now to table 17.5. So, gagawin natin dyan. Kung ito yung table 17.5, ito ngayon yung KD natin. Hanapin natin yung 0.76 dito. And then, intersect na natin dito yan. Yung ngayon na magiging K theta natin. Now, dalawa. Ito ay B flat, B belt. Ito naman ay para sa double B. Okay, so pag wala sinabi ng problem, the most common is to use now a B flat, B belt. So using this as our basis, going to table 17.3, what will be your K theta? Interpolate or the next higher value. You can do that. Next higher value. Then? 0.87. 87? B flat lang, B flat. 85. 0.85. Okay? So, again, table 17.4 and table 17.5, okay, to get the exact value, you can interpolate. Or you can just simply take the next higher value. Pwede na yan. Okay? No problem with that. Alright, now, so alam ko na yung K theta. Let's now determine K sub N. K sub N is now what we term as the belt length factor. This can be taken on table 17.6 of our textbook. Table 7.6, ha? Alright. So, sa table 17.6, ang ginagamit natin ay this section. Okay? But before that, hanapin muna natin standard length. Hanapin muna natin. Ang kailangan mo lang doon ay standard. Okay? Standard length designation. Okay, but how do you determine that? Alright. So, pag alam natin to, go to table 17.6, you get on the value for Kn. So, alam ko na yung this section. But what about this one? So, to determine this, hanapin muna natin yung length number. So, 2c plus pi over 2, d plus d plus d minus d squared all over 4c. It's an open belt. Okay? So, common, open belt siya. So, using the same equation as we have used in the flat belt, same equation for the length will be used. Ito open. Pwede rin sa cross. Depende na. Okay? So, since everything is null, let's compute for that. So, this will be 2.48 or 46 plus 5 over 2, 48 plus 13 plus 48 minus 13 squared all over 4 times 46. So, what will be your L? What's the length of the belt?
194.48.
194.48 inches. Now, take note that when you compute for the length of the belt using this equation, ito ay tinatawag natin na computed belt length. Computed, ha? Computed belt length. Okay, now, this computed belt length is not yet equivalent to the standard length designation. It's not. Okay, remember, yung computed belt length is not equivalent to the standard length designation. So, para malaman natin standard length designation, go to table 17.6. Okay, this one. Now, ano gagamitin natin? Using this as your basis, 194.18, doon sa table 17.6, doon sa size standard length, maghanap ka ng value na equal dito kung walang ka-equal the number that is very near this one. Pwedeng maliit, pwedeng malaki. Okay, so from that, ito ngayon ay 195. Okay? So this is taken from table 17.6. Okay? So table yan, ha? Alright, hanapin ko, ha? Sabi ko, ito yung basis. Go to table 17.6 at hanapin mo to. Kung wala siya, okay, the value that's very near this one. Pwedeng maliit, pwedeng mas mababa o mas mataas. Okay, pinakamalapit na. Now, alright, alam na natin to, 195 as my standard length. Now, using that 195, okay, ito yung 195, di ba? Okay, intersect it with the D section so that you can determine the value for your K sub L. Okay, ang KL natin is 0.96. Okay? So, 0.96 siya. Alright, yan ang ginagamit. Alright, let's go back to this again.
Pinakamalapit.
Alright, ha? 0.96. Now, yung table 17.3 o 7.4 and 7.5, you're allowed to interpolate. But 17.6, you are not allowed to interpolate. Why? Because these are the standard. Okay, standard yan. Now, if in case the intersection between the standard belt length and your D section, walang nakalagay na number, walang number, ha? Ito, kung di natin, walang number yan. Ito, walang number din. Okay, ang common assumption natin dyan ay 1. Okay, assume it to be 1, not 0. Di pwedeng 0, kasi pag ginamit natin dito yan, alabas, 0 yan. Di pwede. Okay, so 1. O kaya, yung pinakamalapit na number. Kung dito ka sa taas, yun, pwede yun. O kaya, kung dito ka sa ilalim, yung pinaka last number. Okay, o 1, pwede na. Safe na yung 1 natin. But take note,
Sir, kahit sa taas.
nasa taas o baba. Okay, nasa taas, yung pinakamalapit sa kanya. Yung nasa baba, yung last number niya. Yung sa taas, first number. Okay, o kaya, you use 1 na lang para sigurado. Okay, plus 1. Alright, now, so knowing this one, I can now determine what? The corrected rated horsepower, which is equivalent na ito. Ang rated HP natin ay 20.98 multiplied by K theta. K theta is 0.85, then K sub L is 0.96, which is what? 17.12 horsepower. Okay, yan. Alright, now, so knowing this, paano ko lang? Alright. So kung alam ko na yan, I go back to that. So the number of strand is equivalent to your design HP, which is 104. So 147. So 147 all over 17.12, which is what? So 8.56 belt. Okay. Wala tayong 8.56 belt. Dapat full number siya. Depende. Or use what? 9 belt. Okay? So siyam na belt ang gagamitin natin. Having this dimension. Ay, 1 1/4 lang. Maiksi lang yan. So maski siyam siguro hanggang dito lang yan. Lalabas. Maiksi lang yan. Okay? So siyam na belt ang gagamitin. Now, so knowing this now, let us now determine the corrected, corrected center line distance. Now, why do we need to correct this? Because the approximation is that, ito lang siya. Diba? Forces lang siya. Now, ano ba yun? Alright, so using the equation, B equivalent now to plus square root of B squared, okay, minus 32 D minus D squared all over D. But B is equivalent now to 4L minus 6.28 D plus D. Okay, now, ano yung L natin dyan? L is equivalent now to the pitch length of belt. Now, pag sinabi natin pitch length of belt, this is now what we term as the true length of belt. Okay, ano yung nakuha natin? This one is the computed. Okay? This one is standard length designation. Hindi pa yan. Okay? But this one is the true length of the belt. Where do we determine this one? You go now to table 17.3 of your textbook. Go back to that. Now, ano kailangan natin? Para malaman natin yung piston ng belt, it is now the belt number. Hanapin yung belt number. Ano yung belt number? Knowing the standard length designation and knowing the section of the belt, pagsamahin lang natin yan. Ang lalabas niya, D195. So, ito tinatawag natin na belt number. Okay? And for the corresponding belt number, you'll be getting the length of the belt. Ano yung length ng belt natin? 198.3 inches. So, ibig sabihin yan ang talagang length ng belt natin. Not that one, or not that one. Ito ngayon yung two length ng belt natin. Okay, now, so pag alam ko na yan, so kailangan alam natin ang belt number so that you can now determine this one. Pagsamahin lang itong dalawa. Yung D section natin at saka yung standard designation, that's the belt number. Okay, now, so L will be equivalent now to 4 times 198.3 minus 6.28. So 48 plus 13. 410.12. Okay, kung alam ko na yan, therefore, the corrected center line distance will now be equivalent to this. So, 410.12 plus 410.12 squared minus 32, 48 minus 13 squared all over 16. Anong corrected center line distance natin? Okay, 48.1. Okay? So meaning, this time, it's not 46, but 48. Kaya pwede natin isulat ngayon yung pinaka-specification ng VBelt natin. Okay? So this section, okay, the width is 1 1/4 inches. The thickness is 1/4 inch. Okay, 9 belt is required. Na D1 natin ay 13 inches. D2 is what? 48 inches. The center line distance is 48.1. You are using now what? A D195. Okay, with a length of 198.3 inches. Okay, so therefore this will be the specification of the belt na gagamitin natin. Okay? So when you specify that, yan na yan lahat. Detail na yan.